Welcome to the Stoney Love Show, where each show is inspirational, delightful, encouraging, and amazing as you are. Live from Atlanta, Georgia on 108 Praise Radio and Clark TV Network, here's your host, Stoney Love. Welcome to
Good morning and welcome to the Stoney Love Morning Show featuring Rhonda Thompson this morning. How are you doing, everybody? Happy Monday, and happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday, too. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you, guys. I'm very excited. This is going to be awesome.
Yes, it is. And Rhonda, tell everybody where I know you from and what you do.
Okay, so what had happened was we met at one of the award shows,
Yes.
and my feet were killing me. And she's like, girl, you need to get you some flat shoes.
Yes.
And that has saved my life since then. So since then, it was a red carpet event that we were both co-hosting, and I did not know what I was doing because it was my first red carpet event. And I was like, you know what? You look like you know what you're doing, so let me interview you, because I was so trying to figure it out. And it started from there, and we ended up in the dungeon together, and that's a whole nother story, and we've been connected since.
That's right. And now we sitting on top of the world.
Yes.
That's right.
Two great women of radio coming together.
Yes, and you have a radio show.
I do. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
Okay.
We support each other.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, my name's Rhonda L. Thompson. Everybody knows me as Rhonda T and ATL, but I've got a syndicated radio show as well, Me Powered with Rhonda, Tuesday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m. And my guest this week, guess who my guest is today?
Who?
Is Teddy Pendergrass's son and his wife. And we're going to be dropping all kind of new music.
Now,
and
did
stuff.
his mother didn't she recently pass?
I don't know. I should probably look that up before the show.
Ida Pendergrass?
I'm just meeting Felicia and Ted now.
Oh.
So, you know, I have a friend, Joey, and he introduces me to everybody, Joey Parham. So,
Oh, what
he
up,
introduces
Joey?
me
Good
to
morning.
all the icons. So, yeah.
That's
There's
beautiful.
an icon. It's from Joey. So.
Okay, that is
So
so
that's what we
beautiful.
got
I'm going to
coming
make
up.
sure that I tune in because I was a big Teddy Pendergrass
Oh, me
fan.
too. I got kids made to Teddy Pendergrass.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, we're Praise Station. Can't talk about that.
Oh,
Okay,
it's all right.
I gotta keep it together. See, I'm used to a nighttime show. So.
We kind of sliding in. They
All
know
right.
we grown folks.
Okay.
And the show is all about love. And as we go into
That
the
is
show
some
this
love.
morning,
Yes.
it's spread love everywhere you go.
Okay.
And sometimes we forget to do that because sometimes we get caught up in just doing our thing
Yeah.
that we forget.
Right. And
to
I
spread
love this concept of me and you because we are the classic Ebony and Ivory. And hey, well, Cafe Olay over here. I'm Italian.
Exactly.
But just women supporting women,
Mhm.
diversity. I mean, this is going to be great for everybody.
I do believe that. And you
So
bring
thank
something to
you.
the table that I don't, and vice versa. So I think together it's going to be a nice mocha.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
Exactly.
Like, pow, and we-
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it. So this morning, as you may know, we have we have two actresses,
Okay.
Tatiana Mixon and
Okay.
Carol Douglas Wetter. And she's a director of the Blue series with
Okay.
Anthony Page over
Okay.
at
Okay.
Apex.
All right.
Apex.
Cool.
I think it is.
All right.
And so celebrity birthdays today is Pebbles. You remember her?
Oh, yes. You want to ride in my
Girlfriend?
Mercedes, boy.
You
Come
were,
on, what you
yes.
want. I used to be a DJ. Don't hit me with no music.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, okay. And AJ Calloway, his birthday is today.
Okay.
Mario Wanning's birthday is today.
Isn't it Michael Jackson also?
Michael Jackson's birthday today. Rest in heaven.
Yeah.
And I put something on my page to salute him, and I also sent the producer something to
Okay.
play at the end of the show. I am a big
Awesome.
Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
a Virgo
Michael.
too, as you may
Okay,
know. So,
okay.
you know, and that's what it is. Perfectionist.
All right. Very good. Very good.
And so we'll be back after these messages with our guests. We're gonna go with Carol Douglas Wetter, and we're gonna give her an interview and see what she
Come on,
has
Carol.
to say about this Blue
Bring
series.
it, Carol. Yeah.
All right.
She's an actress. Hey, I taught acting for a minute, so
Oh, really?
Bring it, Carol. Yeah. There's a
Oh.
whole lot about me you don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to. Maybe we should just have a show about you.
That
All
would be
right.
nice. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, we'll be back, y'all.
The idea of Sunday dinner is the love and the memories you have with it. Hopefully we're doing something that will make the kids want to continue that tradition like our parents instilled in us.
Now sit down.
For us, Sunday dinner was knowing that, you know, your aunts were gonna be in the kitchen, y'all were gonna be outside, and then you're gonna race when they say dinner's ready, right? Like you're pushing each other out the way, right? But also part of that was on Sunday, you didn't eat all day because you knew where you were getting later, right? Growing up, watching my grandfather, who was just like this stoic man, season and flip meat, these greasy hands, this smock, and everyone's looking at him, right, for whatever it was that was coming off the grill. You get a brisket going, that smoke gets to going, your 16-year-old shows up, right? Like he sits next to you, he's waiting for that piece of meat, right? So it pulls you, those smells pull you in. That's hot.
So Ma, as a kid, what was your favorite dish that was made?
Fried chicken.
Like, was it something about that or?
Well, we only had fried chicken on Sundays. It wasn't always a regular thing because when you had like home fried chicken, somebody had to kill the chicken the day before.
I was about to say.
Everything was prepped on Saturday night. Because you have to remember, we're going back now to a stove that was started up with wood or coal.
Right. I used to request for you to make yeast rolls because I was like, this is amazing and it's so flavorful.
So I do mine, like Grandma didn't have, she had the hand mixer that she whipped around. And she would set it where the sun shined on it. Because so it always had to be made early enough that the sun could shine to raise up your rolls.
When we talk about the things that you grow up eating in the house, the one thing that I always loved was my mama's greens. And she took pride at making her son, her oldest boy, these greens. Well, then I met a woman. And fell in love with this woman. And it probably was due to some of those greens. And I think, I'm pretty sure the first thing I said when I took a bite, I think I looked you square in your face and I said, sincerely, these better than my mama greens.
The juices started to come out over here. I just want to cover it.
Being able to set time aside for your family or your extended family is just hard to come by. And it gets harder the older you get. To be able to sit aside like a dedicated time to be able to say, hey, this is where we are, this is where we're gonna meet. Right. Bring everything that you have of yourself in this moment is great. And for us, the kids respond. It's something that they look forward to. We sing a made-up song called Who Won the Day? And sometimes you don't win the day. We got a 4-year-old who'll say, I didn't win my day, it was a rough day, this happened. But they know that this is a space that we are gonna share that.
Put butter on your hands.
Give me his plate. Well, I'm standing.
If somebody had a challenging day or we know that something happened with someone, our table is where we discuss it and we discuss it as a family. It gives people an opportunity to express themselves and their emotions and not feel like it's a bad thing. You started it trying to get more conversation at the table and it really has opened that up.
Who win the day?
We win the day.
Who win the day?
We win the day.
Who win the day?
We win the day.
Penelope, how'd you win your day?
I made rolls with my family.
What else?
I was watching TV all night.
With thinking about what does Sunday dinner mean to me, as a parent, making the foods that your kids love is what I take pride in because that's what I saw.
Being able to get together is like almost a small vacation.
Even though you're around the same people all day long.
Even though you're around the same people all day long, you're with people, but you aren't focused on them.
Right.
And so the dinner table's been a place where we've been able to keep that sense of normalcy, and where we just still have that focus on each other.
And amazing food.
And amazing food.
long. Welcome back to the Stoney Love Morning Show. I am your co-host, Rhonda Thompson, and we have Tatiana Mixon here. She's an actress, y'all, from the series, the Blue series, and we want to welcome you here to the show. Good morning, Tatiana.
Welcome.
Good morning.
So how are you doing? What kind of series is the Blue series?
The Blue series is a collection of plays, short plays,
Okay.
that follow chronologically, starting, back in colonial America up into
Okay.
the future,
Okay.
about the Black experience.
Nice.
And our specific play is the one based in the future, so we're the last one in the series. And
Okay.
it's basically juggling about what is humanity, what determines
Right.
humanity. My character is Adira, so I'm a droid, so half human, half android, basically.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, so that's
All
why
right.
we're kind of paralleling like a droid with the Black experience and how we've had to fight for rights and stuff like that. So,
Okay,
yeah.
very cool. I just went to a concert the other night. I saw my girl Carol Riddick. She did the music of Nina Simone, and they did all these freedom songs and stuff in between. It was incredible. So
I had heard her sing. She has a
Girl.
powerful voice.
yeah, she does. Well,
My
that's
God.
I'm so glad that you're here with us today. So how long have you been acting?
I've been acting for about 6 or 7 years now.
Okay.
I got into it kind of late in the game in high school. Ninth grade, I actually
Like
started.
that's late? Are you kidding
It is,
me?
well, for
Okay.
theater people, it is late because there's some people that have been doing it since
I started
childhood.
in my 40s. Okay, that's what I started acting was in my 40s. So
Yeah, I guess it just feels like I'm late in the game because it feels like everyone's been doing this since childhood. But yeah, I started in ninth grade drama club.
Okay.
I wasn't really. I mean, I was interested in acting, but I didn't really do anything with acting yet. But then doing that and being able to realize, see how fun it is and
Right.
be able to play around and
Okay.
not have that pressure, I guess, of an actual job.
Gotcha.
Having it within a school.
It is a job now. Have you ever done acting in Atlanta on
Just in the
extras and stuff, Tyler Perry or
no,
anything?
just in
Girl.
acting school. Just
It's a lot.
yeah. I have not done the new stuff.
Okay, yeah, 13 hours for $56 a day. Like what? Are you kidding me?
that
Most of
is-
it's just sitting around.
Yeah, hurry
Yeah.
up and wait. Yeah, that's what it
Wow.
is. Yeah. So I got to ask you a question for acting. Okay, so because I used to train actors and stuff. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you get it wrong, that's okay. But I always, because when people are like, oh, acting's my passion. Okay, who is Constantine Stanislavski?
Oh, I see. I always mix up Stanislavski and Meisner.
Uh-huh.
I know Stanislavski is like the OG actor.
At least you know you're in the field. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
All
very
right.
good.
Wow,
'Cause
that's
most people I ask are like, who? I'm like, okay.
wow.
How are you an actor? Don't know that. So
Well, so what is your ideal role? May I ask?
See, I really would love to do something sci-fi just because I feel like that'd be really cool. Because the thing that got me into wanting to be an actor was the show called Falling Skies, ages ago. It was on TNT, so it was like a post-apocalyptic alien show.
right.
And I was like, that looks so much fun. Getting to go around and go off of buildings and have little guns and stuff. I was like, it looks so cool.
Right.
And I would love to have a job where you could just go and have fun and the cast all looked super cool and they were all close. And I was like, to have that camaraderie and that family seems really cool and fun.
Yep. It is. I still have a lot of acting friends. I got hundreds of acting friends and connections and stuff like that. And it is. It's a tight knit family and stuff. See, so I'm visioning Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Man, I love that movie. Avatar is
I'm not a
one of the
sci-fi
good-
person, though.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Everything has to be really. It has to be nonfiction for me
Okay.
Understandable.
in order for me to watch. Yeah, that flying people and stuff like that. No.
Now, I love sci-fi, but you know what? I am not. And people are like, how do you not like that show? I don't like Star Trek. I never got into Star
I never
Trek.
really watched
Yeah,
it.
I
yeah.
was like, I just can't do that. That just never connected with
It was
me.
too long. I was like, I feel like if I watch
Yeah.
it, I have to commit, and there's too many.
Right, right.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
most
I
of
don't
it-
know who the what and the background behind it and stuff like that. So what do you have coming up? Like, how can people see the Blue series?
The Blue series, it will be performing at the Apex Museum.
Okay.
And it is, I believe, September 15th through the 18th. I think it's
Okay.
that Thursday.
Which is in a
through
couple of
Sunday.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple of weeks. So
Awesome.
definitely look it up and get your tickets.
How do they get their tickets?
Apex Museum site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, you go to the website
Yes.
and you can order your tickets?
Yes.
Okay.
Very cool. And then after this, so what do you got lined up?
School, just continuing school.
Okay.
You know, I like to be involved in my school's productions. So
Okay.
I'm a light board op for our upcoming show at the Colored Museum. So I'm enjoying seeing that because I haven't seen the show before. So
Okay.
it'd be nice to see it.
You know who one of the favorite people I met?
What's that?
I met him on set, Tyler Perry doing Steel Magnolias with Felicia Rashad and Queen Latifah and all that. And I didn't know who he was, okay? So I'm going to preface it by saying that. There was this dude, okay, and every time somebody passed by, he had this little machine. And like this little, looked like a pager, and he would push it. And it would say all these cuss words when somebody would pass by. And I cracked up. And I was just watching this man, right? And I'm like, what is that? And he looked, and he was talking to me. We're talking like 5 minutes. He's like, you have no idea who I am, do I? Do you?
Right.
I said, no, I don't. He says, I'm Kenny Leon. I said, I still don't know who you are. And he's like, look me up. And, you know, and I was trying to talk my way in onto the set. And I was trying to say why he needed me on the set. And then I got home and I found out, oh, my God, this major person.
Huge, yeah.
Right.
And, but I ended up talking myself on set the next time. And when you watch Steel Magnolias now, because they cut all the extras out, I'm like the main extra that goes all the way through in the beginning of the movie. And that was because of my
Really?
conversation
I'll keep an
with
eye out for
Kenny
you.
Leon. Yeah, and so when you had said the Color Museum, I had thought about that because he's got, was it theater or color theater or something?
Yep.
Theater of, what is it, theater of color, color theater?
I can't remember.
It's
Yeah,
one of those.
Yeah.
And yeah, that changed my life. I was like, wow, how
Wow.
cool is that?
That is
You never
beautiful.
know.
Never know when opportunity knocks, right?
You gotta jump. You gotta jump.
Exactly.
And just pretend like you know them.
Oh yeah, I told him I said I have no idea who you are, and I don't know if he liked my transparency or what,
Probably.
So
Like, I'm gonna let you know.
exactly. With Tatiana, with school that you are doing right now, how much longer do you have to go in school?
I have quite a bit because I'm technically a senior, but I'm a double major, so I'm a
Nice.
theater
In high
and film.
school?
Oh no, in college. I'm in Clayton State.
Oh,
Nice.
baby, I'm
All
like, hold
right,
on.
Clayton State.
Yeah,
Okay.
a theater and film production double major. So I
Really?
have my film. I'm mostly done with my theater. I just have my film stuff to finish.
Cool.
Because I was going to say, now, shouldn't you be in school this morning?
Right. So, what do you want to do with your theater background? What are your dreams? Are you all going to be a Broadway? Are you going to be a thespian? Are you going to be writing? What are you going to be doing?
I really want to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
Mostly, but I feel like part of me is like, oh, I'm probably not going to do theater that much, but I also know that when I don't do theater, I miss it a lot, so I probably will stay within theater.
Yeah.
And I'm also getting into behind the camera a lot too,
Nice.
so I've been getting to cinematography and
Okay.
directing for
Okay.
film. So I'm really excited to see where that leads me.
Awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, I love theater. Have you ever been on the stage doing a production on theater, Stoney?
No.
There's nothing like it, especially Black Box. Oh my God, it's like the Apollo every single night. They will boo you off stage. That's what I love about theater, because if you don't get it right or your emotions are off, they're like, get off the stage. But then it's the same time when you're acting and stuff, you'll see people crying and
They're
you're
feeling
really
the
touching it
emotion.
and stuff. And there's nothing like theater. Theater to me is real acting, because you don't got 50 million takes.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait, we messed that up. Take 72.
Cut it,
No.
do ADR later.
Right, no. You,
Well, it's
and
kind of like this show. You either do it or you, it's like,
exactly.
because it's live. There's
Yeah.
no going back.
We actually did a production with the school last semester called The Wolves.
Okay.
And that is a show about a bunch of high school girls that are in an indoor soccer team.
Nice.
And so it's one of those shows that you never really know what it is and when you're watching it. And so, I guess, spoiler alert, at the end, a character dies.
Okay.
And, like, everyone in the audience was like, we were not expecting that.
Yeah.
Like, people were coming, like, we were crying the whole
Yeah,
time. And I was like,
yeah.
yes, we did that.
Yep, that's exactly what you want to look for, is that emotion. And you got to do
Right.
everything extra big, extra big. You got to project to the fifth
Yes.
balcony and, like, whatever.
That's
so,
true.
like, yeah, that's why I talk so loud. And besides, I'm
You're
Italian.
bodacious.
I'm Italian, and like, everything is big. Like, my hands and stuff, so
It's okay.
everything is big. So I'm like, try to sit still.
As long as you got a big heart, that's all
I
that
do.
matters.
I do.
That's what matters. Well, Tatiana, it has been a wonderful, wonderful pleasure you stopping by
Thanks for
today
having
to talk
me.
to Rhonda and I. We love to have you again so very soon.
Thank you.
After the Blue series, will you be? You did say you were working on something else.
Yes, with Clayton State, the production for the Colored Museum.
Okay, so will you? Do you have any other projects with Apex Museum?
I don't. No.
but it could be.
It could
Never
be.
know.
Yeah.
Speak
Open
it into
doors.
existence.
Yay.
Manifest that thing.
I'm excited. Well, after these messages, we'll be back, you guys, and we're going to have Carol Douglas. She's the director
I
of
wonder
the
if
Blue
she's related
Series.
to Michael Douglas. Would that be cool?
Oh, that would
Probably
be cool.
not, but you know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. But I've enjoyed talking to you as well, Tati, and best
Thank
of luck
you.
to you. You
Thank
know, you
you.
got a great energy and stuff, and I bet you're an awesome presence on stage.
thank
so
you. I try.
good luck. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back, you guys, to the Stoney Love Morning Show featuring Rhonda Thompson this morning. And I want to say thank you guys, Rhonda and Carol, for being with us this morning. You are with the Blue Series, and you are the director of this last edition of the Blue Series.
Yes.
Are you a director all the time, or just for this particular?
I'm pretty much a director all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Page is the writer, because last night I was half asleep and I was typing, and I went back and I looked and I was like, okay, I got it wrong. I had him as the director and you as the writer.
No, he's the writer.
Right.
And it's wonderful writing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great show to direct.
His mind is very, I would say, adventurous. I think that's the proper word.
Yes.
He's very and creative. So I could see where he come with these stories and are able to put them to life bring them to life with the actors and the actresses in life. So you being the director of the Blue Series, how does this project make you feel?
Well, because it's set in the future, like 75 to 100 years. it just has such a luminous feel to it and a timeless feel. And I feel like I will be there. You know, like I'm looking down on it. It's it's a spiritual story.
Okay.
It's a love story. It's a spiritual story. It has aspects of what American and world politics will be in the future, and the feelings and the objectives that we have toward that. And how do we feel about humanoids being part of our society, being part of our world? And so it questions that, you know, it questions, do we completely give up our history and everything that being a human being entails? And so, you know, Anthony has really kind of ignited all of those thoughts, and I love that.
So are we going to have to share our world with somebody?
In this show you are. You're definitely going to share your world with somebody. And you know, the amazing thing is, as I was thinking about...
I mean, like half human.
Yeah, it actually has them more than half human. They're like 75% human. Yeah. You know? And then I'll tell you a little secret. There's an upgrade in the droid, and she's almost 100% human when she comes out with the upgrade.
Really?
So it's...
Well, that's
She's
not,
feeling that thing.
that's not as she is. She is. I've got to ask you, where are you from? You've got a beautiful accent.
Well, I was raised in England.
England,
and that's
okay.
where I studied theater.
Okay,
in
very
England,
good.
but I've been in the U.S. since 1977.
Nice.
So
But I can hear you narrating things.
Oh yeah, she's a Maya Angelou. Yeah, she's got that voice. She's just got that
Yeah.
voice, that energy, and
I can
everything.
hear or see you like narrating
Oh
stories.
yeah, absolutely.
Like you could just listen to it
Absolutely.
forever. Like,
Well, you know, when you're schooled in theater from a very young age, you learn elocution.
Yeah.
And even though I've been here all these years and my children were born here, this is my voice.
Yeah.
You know, I can't get away from
beautiful.
it.
It's beautiful.
Right. That's
Absolutely
true. It's beautiful.
beautiful.
It is.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
people are
it's-
in love with half humans already. All the video girls, we can't add up to the video girls. You know, they're like, seriously, men really think that's what a woman looks like. It's like, no, they don't look like that. You don't come out looking like that. That's all made. But
Really?
are you kidding me? All the gamers out there with they literally get serious about the women characters. Yeah.
Oh, you meant the gamers.
Yeah, and they
Oh,
fall in love with those women like they're for
Oh, I
real.
thought you was talking about like maybe a beautiful woman that's on.
No, like a character that does like a thing that doesn't exist. That
Exactly,
is-
because that's
and
it.
they literally
they're
put
just perfectly
yeah,
built.
yeah.
You know,
Oh,
they've got
yeah.
that 32, 22,
Yeah.
32
Yeah.
waist.
Right. It
You know,
doesn't
and
exist.
their face has no wrinkles.
Right,
And,
their chest is
you
out
know,
to
everything
here
is just
and-
perfect
yeah.
about them.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
mean,
If people walked around,
Right.
if people
Right.
walked around looking like that and walking like that, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, they do.
And then
they
they're like
get-
they're just floating.
Yeah. Oh, they do. They get surgeries. They get. I know a girl who got ribs taken out, so her waist would go for modeling. I'm like, girl, you're doing too much.
That
yeah.
is too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we do. We go overboard.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was growing up in England, they used to have very pointed shoes and what they called spike heels. And
Yeah.
people were having their little toe removed.
Oh
so
my
they
gosh.
so they could fit their feet
Wow.
into these shoes. I mean, how ridiculous is this?
Yeah.
And so now you have in the future
Yeah.
these humanoids that are perfect. And in this show, I hate to give this away, but you know, I just got to say it.
Go
the
ahead.
man just falls in love with her.
Of course
Really?
he does. Of course he does. She's
And-
perfect.
And then when you
Yeah.
look at it, why does he fall in love with her? You know, and then his chief of staff comes and, you know, just basically calls him out.
Oh wow.
You know, calls him out and say, you know, what the heck are you doing? So it's really cool.
Sounds
I'm
exciting.
loving this story.
It sounds
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like iRobot meets Avatar again. You know.
That's an
It's-
Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff, but I'm listening.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna have to
think-
check it out.
I think the message in it too, begs to question, do we have to be perfect?
Yeah.
You know, do
Yeah.
we have to obey every single prompt as
Right.
humans?
Right.
It's okay to question.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say this is my belief.
Mhm.
It's okay to be out of shape
Mhm.
or in shape or whatever because we're human.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love the concept of getting used to another being, because it's also like a slight message about getting along with everybody and everything. And it doesn't matter gender, size, orientation, religion. You know, it's like, so I think it's like a future thing. And I know Anthony, and he's got a great imagination. So, and I know everything that he does, it has a good purpose behind it and stuff like that. There's always a message. There's always a positive message behind it. So that could be like a nice way to introduce the idea of no matter if you are like flesh or half whatever, you know, then we find a way to coexist.
Yeah, this is the story that after you've seen it and you're going to sit down having a glass of wine or having dinner or having coffee in the morning, that you're going to talk about it.
Nice.
Now I have a question. Do the characters have costumes on?
Yes, of course they have costumes. They're not naked.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, these half people, like, or am I supposed to imagine that the character, when he or she comes out, that it's a half human? It's one of those
Now,
avatars.
do you mean costume like Transformer or like Black Panther or like what
Yeah.
kind of you or like okay? You mean
Yeah,
costume
do
that
they
way.
have on
Okay.
stuff like
I'm
that?
not telling you.
We gotta watch to find out.
I'm
See,
not
now I'm
telling you.
intrigued, Carol. I'm
Come see
intrigued.
the show.
I'm intrigued.
I think I've given away enough.
Oh my God! Because I could now, if it's gonna have on those the character suits,
Right?
I think I want to see that. Because I'm like,
There you
all
go.
the
I've-
makeup and all the
I've done my
time.
job. I've tickled
Yes.
your fence.
Yes.
Yes, you
Yeah,
have.
yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Wow. So now since you're a director, what other movies and screenplays or plays you have directed?
Well, I'm mainly a theater director.
Oh.
So a lot of what I have done, it's been on stage. I've also written plays and
Very good.
directed. I've had a hard time letting go of stuff that I write. So I like to direct whatever I write because I'm such a damn control freak.
Have you done a musical?
I haven't done a musical.
Oh, that would
I
be
would
nice
love
to do a
musicals.
musical.
I
It
love
would be
musicals.
wonderful to do a musical.
Especially in Atlanta, you got nothing but singers here.
Oh,
You
that
got
would be
all kinds
so
of
It'd
singers.
be
awesome.
fun.
Yes.
I've done a lot of classical theater
Nice.
because I was trained in classical theater.
Okay.
So it's nice to do something that's new and original and modern. You know, I've done a lot of Shakespeare and Moliere
Wonderful,
and
wonderful.
Commedia dell'arte and
Wonderful.
all of that kind of a stuff,
Wonderful.
you know. So this is really stretching me to be able to
Wonderful.
do this.
Oh.
Well, you'll be happy to know Tatiana. I asked her the question because I trained actors for a long time because I did acting too. I asked her, I said, who is Constantine Stanislavski? She knew.
Yes.
Most people do not know, and they
Yes.
say they're actors or theater. Oh, okay, so she knows. So that's,
Yeah.
you know, and theater is a serious, that's a
is.
whole nother world. It really is.
It is, and it's a wonderful art form.
Yes.
Tati and I were talking earlier, and I said part of the reason why I love theater is because every character that you play, you climb into them.
Yep.
You look at the world through their values
Yep.
glasses.
Yep.
And doesn't that teach compassion for
Yeah.
all people?
Yes.
It does.
So it teaches compassion, and I love that. You know,
Yeah.
when we have a tendency to judge or to misbehave, we can say, hey, if I had walked in that person's shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
It really gives you a sense of empathy, because one of the greatest things about being like an actor that matters is you bring the character to life.
Right.
And you've got to study, like the director that I was under, she made us do like 8 and 9 page papers, character development papers on our character. And we weren't even getting paid. We were just doing this out of the theater. But that gave me a great appreciation, because we had to, you know, if we played somebody that was had a disability or something, you had to study that person.
Right.
And she made us stay in character while we were out in public, like during the time we were filming, just like Denzel does. and you never break character because you've got to think, how would that character think?
Yes.
You got to speak, how would that character speak? Why would they come to that conclusion that they're coming to? And that's what brings it to life. And that it's never memorizing lines.
And
What
something
Stella
you were
Adler, it's not memorizing lines. It's a lot more than
and
memorizing
I
lines.
wanted to elaborate on the paid part. Theater is more of a passion.
Yeah.
It is so, and you got people who do it for the money.
Right.
But if you're doing that for the money,
it shows.
theater,
It shows.
you're not gonna give
You're not
your
gonna connect.
best.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because it's something that the universe is giving you to give to others, and that's your purpose, and you must let it come out.
Yep.
It must come
Right.
out.
Just like your voice. It's like
Yes.
that voice. You were born with that
Yes.
voice. And so what a shame it would be for the world not to hear that voice.
You ever thought about
Right. Just-
narrating children's books?
Yes.
Oh, I
or-
do.
or
I,
that would
I
be
do
incredible.
some voiceover work, which I really
Really?
love.
Oh, I love
and,
it.
You know, I did a little clip for Jaguar.
Ooh, Jaguar.
And so it was,
Jaguar.
You know, it was
Not Jaguar, Jaguar.
Jaguar.
It was, you know, so I do that, but I also enjoy doing American voices.
Okay.
I love the way Southern people speak.
Okay.
And the musicality in the voice is really wonderful. I remember when we first came to the South and we were driving to Florida and we stopped at this little diner and this cute little Southern girl came over to serve us breakfast and she says, "You want some grits, honey?" and I said to her, say that again. And she goes, "You want some grits, honey?" And I just went, "Ooh, that just sounds so cool."
So I can see you like picturing as people speak, putting together where they're from and
Yeah.
everything like that. Because
Yeah.
every time I speak, the first thing that comes out of the people, where are you from? Nobody
Yeah.
can figure out where I'm from because I'm in the South, but
Right.
but they can
Yeah,
hear
so
I
where
guess
are you
something
from?
in my voice. I'm from up north. I'm from up top. So,
So you have
Oh,
a Midwest
okay.
voice, though.
Yes,
I was
you
born
know
in
what you
Chicago.
do.
Yeah.
Born in Chicago. Don't remember it because I was a baby.
Okay.
But then brought up in Buffalo and then the Poconos, and I've been here for 26 years. So I'm technically more Southern than anything, but I'm Italian.
But you can
talk-
still you can hear
Yeah,
it,
everybody's
though.
like, because up back home, they're like, "Oh, you have a Southern accent." I'm like, "No, I do not." And down here, "Well, you have a Northern accent." I'm like, "No, I do not." It's something different.
Right.
So I'd
Yeah.
be curious. So Midwest, so what does that entail? Like,
Well, the Midwest voice, they say Midwest neutral,
okay.
because it's like a combination of the American vocal sounds. You know, it's
Oh,
not
nice.
overtly northern or southern. You know how in the north they tend to have kind of a shorter
Yeah.
vowel sound, and in the south it's a little bit longer, and it's somewhere in between is
Okay.
that Midwest voice. I
Okay.
think a lot of the snobbery has been taken out of voice now in the world.
Yeah.
Because we've become, I think, more compassionate and more accepting of all people and cultures.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I like that.
No
So
more
I am
snobbery.
a complex combination, Stoney,
Yeah.
of all of this, and I'm neither too rigid nor am I too dry. I like that.
But you've
I like
still
that.
got the Italian in
Oh,
your
yeah, the
hands, you
hands,
know,
I'm like,
it's
I'm
there.
trying,
The
it's like-
Italian is there. You
Yeah.
can't hide
You
it.
can't help.
So
She can't help it. So, Ms. Carol, I want to say to you, thank you so very much for joining us today. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, so in terms of me, you can find me at thecaroldouglaswelter.com. Yes, absolutely. And I know you will publish the Blue Series.
And find out what y'all doing over there. I need to find out about them costumes.
Yes. Yes. You'll
And-
be coming in. You won't have to wear binoculars. You'll see it right away.
Oh, really?
How wonderful.
That's what I'm talking
How
about.
wonderful.
Well, we'll be right back, you guys, right after this message, these messages, or a message. And we want to say thank you, Ms. Carol,
Thank you so much.
for
Such
coming.
a pleasure to
Been an
meet you.
honor.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely. I know we're not like the typical interview, but, you know, it's early morning.
It's been fun. You're real.
And that's how we like to keep
Yeah,
it
you're real.
all the time.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll be right back after this message. Again.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Stoney Love Morning Show featuring Rhonda Thompson. As I promised, she's here. She'll be with us Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So make sure that you tune in to catch her on those days. And don't forget to tune in on the other days to catch me now. Come on, y'all, don't play. But I'm just letting you know that she'll be here those days, and we'll always try to bring you great content and a good collaboration. I wanted to leave you with this thought. Learn to speak well and listen better. That's the thought for today.
Awesome.
And then please tell everybody where they can find you. And you do have a show that comes on Tuesday nights at what time?
Yes, my show is Me Powered with Rhonda. It comes on Tuesdays, 6 to 7 p.m. It's on all of the podcasting platforms, iHeartRadio, Facebook, YouTube. It's on everything. And my guest tomorrow is going to be the legendary Teddy Pendergrass's son, Ted, and his wife, Felicia. She sings, and yeah, you can join me there on Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m.
I'm going to make sure I tune in to the show and listen. Maybe are you going to play some music?
Oh, we're going to play lots of music. We always play music, yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
We will always play music. There will always be music, yes.
Okay. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Well, it's Monday, you guys. We have a long, beautiful week ahead of us. It's the last Monday in August. We're heading to the fall, to September. Are you ready?
Favorite season. Fall is my favorite season ever.
It's approaching very soon. Yeah. Maybe we can get in the gym and start getting our workout on since it's not so humid.
Right.
That's the number one thing on my agenda. Health is wealth, and I'm like, you know what? I got to start doing at least 15 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Not
It
Monday
doesn't
through
take
Friday.
a whole lot. I got a whole lot of personal trainer friends.
Oh, really?
Yes, 'cause I started something a week ago as well. So yeah, I'm getting back on track myself.
Yeah, so I'm trying the intermittent fasting where I'm not eating after a certain time and
Right.
drinking more of the water, and so that
Hydration
will,
is key.
Yes, and that
And
is
nutrition
the thing.
is everything. It is not the workout, just so you know.
Right.
75% of it is nutrition, what you put in your body.
Oh yes, for
Yeah.
sure, and I've done it before.
You can do it again.
A lot of my
We can do
friends
it.
who know me from a few years ago watched me melt 110 pounds.
Wow.
And I would get up every morning and I would jog 3 miles every day.
Okay.
So I know it can be done.
Oh, yeah,
It's all about the
absolutely.
motivation, determination, and knowing that you can do it.
And you got to get to the why underneath, like, because one of the things that I do is I'm an actual counselor. So once you get to the what's really weighing you down, the emotional connection to the food and to the things that you do as an escape, that's when everything starts to melt off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So I got
So-
you, girl. I got you. We're gonna
So-
be fabulous and fine together.
That's right. So it's always good to have someone to hold you accountable. It's nothing like having a buddy, and that's a buddy for everything to make sure that you are staying in line, you're taking that health check and making sure that you're going to the doctor.
Right.
You're keeping those appointments. Just a reminder.
Accountability.
That's right. And so make sure you have that friend, someone that is there for you and that will help you on your path and your journey so that you can be around for your purpose.
Yep. I am my sister's keeper.
That's right. There it is. You heard her say it. Tomorrow, I don't know who our guest is tomorrow. We just go with the flow. If you want to be my guest, make sure you go to info at IamStoneyLove.com. That's info at IamStoneyLove.com. If you're trying to go to my new website, it's up and it's almost coming, y'all. I'm telling you, I got some treats coming for the fall
Okay, all right.
for the I Am Stoney Love.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And you guys are going to love it. So a lot of great things are happening. I'm not one of those that talk about it. I bees about it, okay? So I will see you tomorrow right here on the Stoney Love. It'll be the Stoney Love show tomorrow. And Wednesday, it'll be Stoney and Rhonda.
We got
Wednesday.
our first one down. Thank you so much. We got our first one under the wraps. So.
Yes, my sister. Yes. And tell them goodbye.
Oh, thank you so much and goodbye. Y'all have a great Monday morning.
All right. Bye-bye. Whoop, there it is.